is a specific application. There are these multiple fulfillments, right? These recurring, this motif, this recurring image that happens all throughout history. And there will be a final time when Jesus comes and when everything is done away with and we all go and dwell with the Lord forever. And so I think that's what you're seeing. And so when somebody asks me, are these the signs of the end times? In a sense, the answer is yes. In that motif, right? In that patternistic way, where you see these different things happening, and we've got to be ready because the day of judgment is coming, or the day of the Lord is coming, whichever day of the Lord it happens to be. And there is also a very real sense in which every day that passes, we're a day closer to the ultimate end. And so does that make sense, looking at it that way?
Yeah, I think that is helpful. I never thought about that way before, but that makes a lot of sense.
Right, and so that's the only way that I can really think of to explain that every generation of people, when they read the book of Revelation in particular, they think it's about them. Well, I mean, they're right and they're wrong at the same time. And so it's important for us to see that that's how these things work. That's how they operate. It has a very specific meaning that has been fulfilled, and then it has this prophetic application, and then it has the ultimate fulfillment that will happen one day, only one time. Right? Just like Jesus says, I came to fulfill the law. Well, the law had many applications. The prophets had many applications, and then there's this ultimate fulfillment in Jesus. Now we see the same thing with this prophetic book that we have. And that's the best way that I can think of to describe it. It looks like we're about to be out of time. We didn't get to our other questions. We were going to talk about we were going to talk about Psalm 137 and the parable of the talents. We can pick up with those next week. Does that sound like a good idea? Okay, that's what we'll do. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for suffering through some of the technical difficulties that we had at the beginning. We're still figuring out how to do all this. It'll get better, and hopefully we'll continue to improve things, and I hope this has been helpful. I hope it's been a blessing, and we'll do this every week on Friday at 7 o'clock Central Time, and there should be links if you're watching this on Facebook. There should be links to the different places where you could go and find the live stream. Thank you all for joining us. I hope it's been a blessing to you. God bless you today and every day until we get to be together again. And I look forward to seeing you all in a week.